buddy. I was trying to grab everything. I figured if you weren't out here, I was going to call you right back. So.
I'm gonna
Detangle?
detangle like
Plenty of time
your
to
hair.
detangle.
Detangle your hair. No.
I have a pool. I have lots of grass to mow. I went
Oh.
to be fair, I was just in air conditioning, so
It's just to help your tan.
can't complain much.
Are you good back over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna stand right here, I guess, because I have the lobs.
Nobody else has lobs?
No.
Okay.
Would you prefer it?
No, no, no. I don't
Okay.
care. I just want to make sure.
Are you just gonna kind of talk that way?
I will talk to
you can look at
the
me.
masses. I will talk to everybody.
Because I'm not gonna be standing up there.
So
Okay,
I think their camera's right behind. Do you want to move your camera over that way a little bit or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. Do you want to do like a just quick rundown first, and then we'll ask you questions like normal?
Yep, that's fine. So 3:12 this afternoon, and it's just basic rundown.
Wait,
Basic rundown. Unless, are you guys,
Are
anybody
we-
live streaming?
We were planning on
Okay,
it,
well then I'll
but
wait. I'll wait and we'll just do it all at
Nobody's
once.
responding to me right now, so talking to it. Will you? Just check. Yep, it's on. Hang on, I'm gonna call somebody because they. Oh, okay, we're good.
We good?
Is everybody else good? Yes.
Okay. All right, so at 3:12 this afternoon, officers who are working special duty at the Lincoln Park pool, which is behind me, aired that they heard several gunshots being fired from the Barrack Rec Center parking lot. A short time later, officers who were on bicycles aired that they had 3 possible suspects in the Barrack Center parking lot. One of those individuals immediately ran from officers on foot and was taken into custody a short distance away. While he was running on foot, he ran by the pool, the fence, the outer fence of the pool, produced a firearm, threw that firearm over the fence to the pool area. That firearm was recovered by officers working special duty. One of the other 2 males who stayed behind in the parking lot ignored officers' commands immediately. He began crouching down behind a parked vehicle, and at which time he produced a firearm. One of the officers on scene discharged their firearm several times, striking that male. That male has been transported to a local hospital and is currently in stable condition. The third male who was in the parking lot, or the third of the 3 individuals, the second one in the parking lot, listened to officers' commands and was taken into custody. We recovered a BB gun from his person. I can tell you all 3 males who are in custody, the one that's at the hospital, the 2 that are here at scene, are all juveniles. One being 16 years old, the other 2 being 15 years old. As with every officer-involved shooting, investigators with BCI are on scene and are going to be the ones handling this investigation. I'll answer any questions that you might have. Just bear in mind this is still active and might be limited. It does not appear that no one shot at officers. That is correct.
And 3 total firearms were recovered, one of which was a BB
3
gun.
total firearms at this time have been recovered. 2 real firearms, 1 BB gun.
It's a beautiful day. I assume this was a packed pool, a packed rec center. What's it like for your officers? Thankfully they were here, but seeing these teenagers making these choices at what's a beautiful day in the start of summer.
We're tired of it. We're tired of teenagers with firearms. I can tell you that. The entire city is tired of it. Residents, we hear it from residents, they're tired of it. Columbus Division of Police is tired of it. People are trying to, my understanding is the rec center had a day camp going on and was packed. It's very warm out here today, right? People are trying to enjoy the pool, trying to enjoy the summer, the early parts of the summer. Like you said, thankfully our officers were here. They were here, present, immediately, working special duty, trying to keep everybody safe, and thankfully nobody besides one of the suspects was injured out of this.
Do you think it says anything that this happened so close to a precinct? Like, I mean,
I don't know if those juveniles had any idea that a police substation is right around the corner, but those officers who were on bicycles, my understanding is, were just leaving the police substation when they heard the gunshots and responded to the area and located those 3 suspects.
As a police officer, responding and seeing, talking about the difference of these BB guns and how realistic they are.
Yeah,
as you respond.
A split-second decision, you can't tell if it's real or not. Parents got to look after their kids, right? They have to know who their kids are hanging around. If your kid has an airsoft gun, a BB gun, it cannot look like a real firearm, because I can tell you that we can't make that different. You know, we've had it in the past, in years past, where officers have shot juveniles specifically and the juvenile ends up having a BB gun, and there's just nothing that we can do at that time.
And now you say you're tired of it. Everyone's tired of it.
Yeah.
The mayor has put money towards, summer programs and initiatives for kids, for more to be done to, get them off the streets and in good programs. What more can be done to stop this?
It's going to take the whole community coming together and looking after our youth, looking after our juveniles. It's also going to take some repercussions when the juveniles do break the law to hopefully deter them from doing it again.
I know it's still early, but are you aware if these juveniles have committed any prior crimes?
I don't have that info. I knew you
guys.
guys were going to ask that. I don't have that yet at this time. We hopefully will have that either in a follow-up today or tomorrow.
I know you so, but in this moment, do you know what they were doing? Like, were they?
I have no clue. Nope. The officers who were at the pool just heard that there were several gunshots being fired from the parking lot, and thankfully those officers were nearby.
And the teenager who was shot, he had a real gun.
That is correct. The one who did not run and was not shot, so we have one who was shot that was crouching by the parked vehicle. He had a real firearm. The one who ran had a real firearm, threw that firearm over the fence while he was running into the pool area, which is crowded with several juveniles and families. So that's dangerous in and of itself, right? And then the one who just stopped and listened to the officer's command had a BB gun on his person.
The officers involved, the bike, you said they were bicycle officers.
Yes.
Do you have the information, how long both of them?
I don't have that yet. We'll have that in a follow-up for you.
Okay.
Do you know the circumstances of what the juveniles were doing? Obviously, we
I
heard
don't.
shots
Yeah, he
fired.
just asked that. I don't. We just heard the shots fired and then saw these juveniles in the parking lot. So I don't know what they were shooting at. I have no idea.
Do you
But
know?
just to be clear, it was in the parking lot because we.
That's the special duty officers aired that the gunshots were coming from the parking lot of the rec center.
Do you know about how many people were at the rec center?
I don't have an estimate. I was told that it was very crowded. Like I said, there was a day camp going on at the rec center. It is a very warm day out, so I can imagine that the pool was crowded as well.
How
And
are the officers doing? Who were
I haven't had a chance to talk to them, so I can't tell you. This is very traumatic for us, right? There's no officer that shows up to work saying, man, I hope I get in a shooting today, right? We're faced with life and death situations, and within seconds we have to make a decision, right? So that officer made a decision to discharge their firearm, probably to prevent injury to himself or others.
And what do you think it says about the state of our city right now that community members are telling us they don't want to go to the pool because of things like this?
Well, I can tell you that we had officers at the pool, right? That pool was safe. This did not occur at that pool with our officers here, right? So we had officers at the pool. Please go out and enjoy the pools. Pools are safe. We have officers at many of them. Please enjoy the summer. Enjoy the pools. That's your right as a resident to do so, and I would hope that you would try to get some relief from the hot temperatures by going to one of our city pools.
Should we expect to see a larger presence due to this incident?
That's something we are always looking at staffing, right? We're always looking at staffing and trying to determine, where we can pull officers from certain areas. We don't want to pull officers from the rest of the city, right? So the rest of the residents in the city deserve the same amount of police protection that anywhere else gets. So that's something that our leadership is always looking at.
Does this worry you at all? We're not even at the official start of summer yet.
Yeah, I mean, we're hopeful that it's not a sign for things to come. We're hoping that, parents, community members step up and help us with the problem with our youth committing violence in our city. Good.
Talk about morale when it comes to being a police officer with all these officer-involved shootings lately.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we sign up for, right? We sign up to protect and serve. I know that's cliche, right? But you see it, right? These officers might have saved somebody's life today, right? Their quick actions and the officers being there very quickly we have no idea what these juveniles' intentions were with these firearms. So that's what we signed up for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry.